those spaces in between. Well, that was my introduction to the realm of tarot, as I had gone into a shop called Mystical Horizons in Mystic, Connecticut. My adopted big sister had handed me a tarot deck, and I went into that shop to ask what books I should get, what tarot books I should get, and the woman behind the counter handed me a blank journal and told me that if I wanted to learn how to read books, then I should read books, but if I wanted to learn how to read cards, I had to read the cards. And so I started off on that path just learning the imagery of the cards and reading the cards just like I would a picture. This is a 15th century tarot deck called the Visconti Sforza tarot deck, and it was created in the 1500s for a noble family in Italy. And this is really the only tarot deck that is really old that we have in print anymore. A lot of what was created back in the day is just not around anymore. And so while we know that tarot is older than the 15th century, we all believe that, most tarot readers believe that, this is the oldest deck that we can really find and put our hands on. And so with this deck back in the day, this is when there was half of the deck that was not illustrated, such as this. This would have been a minor arcana card, so there were cards that didn't have any pictures on them at all. And the difference that you'll see with current decks is that the entire deck has illustrations on it. The entire deck has pictures on it. So for the Three of Swords, it's an image of a heart with 3 swords as opposed to just 3 swords. So this is some of the oldest form of tarot here. If you look really close, I don't know if you can on that, but they're on velvet tapestries. You can see the little hole at the top. These all still exist in a museum in Italy, actually, as these big velvet tapestries. And it is some of the beginnings of tarot, but in reality, nobody knows who created tarot. Nobody knows who made it, and I'm in the process of creating a tarot deck with somebody, and it's 78 paintings, and so that's a pretty big thing that nobody knows who made this first. Nobody knows where it came from, nobody knows what culture it came from, and we just know that it works. But this is the oldest, one of the oldest forms that you can find for Magician Tarot. Make sure to check back here as often as you can to get more information. Those spaces in between.